Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Baina Midday News, coming to you live from the NAP House at Atomic Junction, Medina. I'm Khadija Kubra Kailani. Coming up this afternoon, Court of Appeal acquits and discharged Ato Forson in ambulance case. Also, EC targets 70,000 new voters in mop-up exercise. And in some international stories, Libyan nationals arrested at military camp appear before South African court. Remember, the news is also live on Facebook and YouTube at Baina TV. Do stay with us for details of the stories. Thank you for staying with us. Now the news in details. The Court of Appeal has discharged the minority leader Dr. Kisel Ato Forson from the ongoing ambulance case. This decision overturned the previous order from the trial court, which required Dr. Ato Forson to present his defense.
Directive delivered by Justice Ifia Sewa Asari Boche, which had dismissed Ato Forson's submission of no case. Dr. Ato Forson had argued that there was no case for him to answer, but this submission was initially rejected by the trial judge. The Court of Appeal's decision now upholds Dr. Ato Forson's submission. As a result, Dr. Ato Forson is no longer required to open his defense in the ongoing trial, marking a significant development in the case. Kisel Ato Forson and Richard Jakpa, who is a representative for Big C, have been accused of causing a financial loss of 2.37 million euros to the state in a deal to purchase 200 ambulances for the country between 2014 and 2016.
Meanwhile, the minority in Parliament has described the government decision to recruit 15,000 nurses and midwives as a political gimmick. The Ministry of Health announced the recruitment of 15,200 nurses and midwives effective Monday, August 5, 2024.
In a statement released on Friday, 26, 2024, the Ministry of Health confirmed that the Ministry of Finance had granted the necessary financial clearance for the recruitment process. Interested and qualified candidates are expected to apply through the Ministry of Health's online application portal, where they can select their preferred agency under the ministry. The application period will close on Friday, August 23, 2024. The ministry has emphasized that the recruitment process is free and applicants are warned not to pay any fees to individuals or entities claiming to facilitate the process. But the Minority Caucus says the government, as part of its campaign strategy in 2020, opened recruitment portals for the recruitment of nurses, midwives, pharmacists, and other healthcare workers, only to give them appointment with effective dates starting in the year after the election. Addressing journalists, the ranking member on the Health Committee of Parliament, Kwabena Minta Akando, advised health workers to be cautious of such last-minute tricks.
Also, the Electoral Commission is optimistic of capturing between 50,000 to 70,000 new voters onto the electoral roll in its upcoming mop-up voter registration exercise scheduled to take place from Thursday, August 1 to Saturday, August 2024. The three-day exercise is meant to give opportunity to persons who turned 18 years after the recent limited voter registration and those who could not register previously to have their names captured in the poll book.
Addressing a news conference in Accra, Mr. Samuel Tete, a deputy chairman of the EC in charge of operations, said the commission had designated its 268 district offices, 26 public universities, and 41 prison centers across the country for the exercise. The registration, he said, will commence at 7 hours GMT and close at 18 hours GMT each day. Additionally, he said the exercise would be done only online deadline, adding that the Commission had engaged Mobile Telecommunication Network (MTN) extensively to ensure stable internet connectivity during the exercise. The EC between May 7th to 29th, 2024 carried out a limited voter registration exercise to capture all eligible voters onto the electoral roll ahead of the December 7th elections. Mr. Tete said at the end of the 23-day exercise, the Commission captured a total of 778,447 voters onto the electoral roll. The figure, he said, comprised 480,332 females, representing 52.45%, and 370,115 males, representing 47.55%. Currently, he said, there were 18,681,366 provisional registered voters. Mr. Tete said the mop-up voter registration exercise formed part of measures to ensure an all-inclusive voter register ahead of the 2024 election.
The National Democratic Congress in the Northern Region has set an ambitious goal to win 14 parliamentary seats in the 2024 general elections. Mohammed Abdul Salam, the Northern Regional Secretary of the NDC, stated that the party is determined and prepared to secure victory in the upcoming polls. On Saturday, July 27, the NDC launched its campaign in Tamale, the capital of the Northern Region, with the aim of increasing their parliamentary seats in the area. Abdul Salam expressed confidence that the party would reclaim some of its previous held seats from the New Patriotic Party. He also mentioned that the NDC has established adequate structures to ensure the achievement of this target and in the forthcoming election. And now in some business stories, the Ghana Revenue Authority and the Finance Ministry are facing a lawsuit over plans to grant tax waivers to 42 companies under the One District, One Factory initiative. The suit was initiated by 3 minority members of parliament led by their deputy leader Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boah. The MPs are requesting that the Supreme Court suspend the tax waivers, arguing that they are not beneficial to the country.
The 3 MPs, Bernard Ahiafo, MP for Akache South, Kwame Agboja, MP for Adakulu, and Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boah, MP for Elembele, are saying that the GRA's decision to grant these tax waivers is not in the best interest of Ghana. They argue that the tax waivers are inconsistent with and in contravention of Article 174 of the 1992 Constitution, deem them unconstitutional. They are seeking a declaration from the Supreme Court that the waivers are null, void, and of no effect. On May 20th, the government released a list of companies requesting tax waivers under the 1D1F initiative. In 2021, the Minister of Finance initiated processes to secure approximately $335,072,712.13 in tax exemption for 42 companies participating in the government's One District, One Factory initiative. The Exemptions Act 2022 Act 1083 was presented in Parliament by the former Minister for Finance Ken Ofori-Atta in 2022. Among the companies, Centuo Oil Refinery Limited, a newly established entity, has the highest requested exemption amounting $164,633,012.
And now on the international front, 95 Libyan nationals arrested on Friday during a raid on a suspected secret military training camp appeared in court in South Africa on Monday. Police said in a post on social media site X that the Libyans stated they had entered the country on steady visas to train as security guards, but police investigations suggest they have received military training. According to South Africa's National Prosecuting Authority, the Libyan nationals who were arrested outside the town of White River, about 360 kilometers east of Johannesburg, will be charged for misrepresentations on their visa applications. The case has been postponed to 5th August to allow the court to find an Arabic interpreter. All 95 who appeared in court in civilian clothes are to remain in custody. Authorities said they were investigating whether there were more illegal bases in other parts of the country. And now in sports, defending champion Samatex 1996 will kick off their title defense with a clash against Dreams FC when the 2024-25 Ghana Premier League season commences on September 6. While Samatex are currently focused on their CAF Champions League debut, the domestic league remains a priority as they aim to defend their title they won for the first time last season.
The new season will feature 34 match days with no midweek features to ease the burden on clubs. A one-week break is scheduled before the December 7th elections. Asante Kotoko, having undergone a significant squad overhaul with 10 new signings so far and 21 departures, begin their campaign away to Kawila United. The Porcupine Warriors aim to reclaim the league title they last won in 2022-2023. The arch-rivals House of Hook will host newly promoted Baseke Holy Stars in their opener. Other notable opening day features include Mediama's clash with last season runners-up Accra Lions and a series of intriguing encounters involving the newly promoted side. The first super clash of the season will see Asante Kotoko host House of Hook at the Baba Yara Stadium on March 13. The league will also feature several intense regional debuts, including Burger Half showdowns between Sutriman FC, Brekum Chelsea, Edwana FC, and Bechem United. Western region clashes between Mediama, Baseke Holy Stars, and Samatex, and the Ashanti derby between Asante Kotoko and Nations FC. The upcoming season promises to be another thrilling campaign as teams battle it out for the coveted trophy.
And now this is how we wrap up on our midday news. For more stories, log on to our website, bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Tukubra Keilani. Have a good afternoon.